last year, and I was like, it's definitely not been that long since I got this, so I need to read it. It's not that I don't know it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good, which is why it's sitting for a while, because I know that whatever point I get to it, I know that I'm gonna love it. I just have to find the time, and I've been enthralled with a lot of fantasy and reading dystopians, which I will get into next, but it's been distracting me from reading the books that I know I'm gonna love, and I'm just putting off for too long. So. I love this keyhole that has the flower inside, the gold background. I also have an honorable mention that is not this book, but is the new Hunger Games novel that I just finished on audio, which is Sunrise on the Reaping. Not this one, but an honorable mention for the audiobook that I just finished that is pushing me back into reading the Hunger Games and being in love with that again. So, Audible, an audiobook honorable mention is Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. This one too, but not this one. This one, I'm not sure she's redoing like an old series with new content, and I'm super excited to get on that as well. But yeah, I absolutely love this. I highly recommend. And yeah, this one is also a shiny copy, so it's a little bit different sounding than the other books. Going back to Emily McIntyre for a quick moment, I do also get the paperbacks from Book Outlet. I picked up Hooked because it is my favorite that started this whole series of reading romance, and specifically dark romance, contemporary, not so much, but retellings. In a way, I fell in love with. This one specifically is for me to highlight parts that I like, just parts that make me go, oh my goodness, love that. I'm also planning on, I think, using some of my pens to heart some stuff, but we'll see what happens. I might underline, I might highlight, we'll see what happens. But I would like to annotate the heck out of this copy. After I also thrust it upon my best friend, because I think she would love this very much. And then we have Hexed, which, when I tell you that I fell in love with Emily McIntyre from Hooked, I fell at her feet with this one. This one is a bit more chunky, but it is totally worth it. And if you loved this, but you didn't like the other stuff in between and off here, these are my two favorites in the Never After series. That is not really a series. It's a series of standalones. If you liked Hooked, but then you didn't really feel like you liked anything else, this is so good. I felt like I fell in love with Hooked. I liked book 2, 3, and 4 were okay. I didn't read book 5 because I'm not a fan of The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame. So I didn't really want to read it anyways, and I shouldn't have read the other ones, but I fell in love because I love Peter Pan and Captain Hook. Then you have Scarred, which has to do with like Lion King and that kind of thing. You have this one, which I didn't really mind, but it's more like a different set of retelling. Yeah, this is where it's all at. This is the best one, and it's the best way to end off the Never After series of standalones, in my opinion. It's just a nice, beautiful, beautiful love story. It's so dark, but it's so great. And I don't know what else I can say about it. I can sit here and just tell you it's really great. But yeah, you have this one, which I have. This one was okay, a little bit. No, this one was meh. This one was okay as well, but also like, what the fuck? This one I didn't read. And then we ended here. So was okay.